My former high school bully F20 apologized to me M20 and asked me out. What should I do? So this situation came a bit out of nowhere and I need some outside opinion for it. For context, this girl was one of a group of popular kids and bullied me during high school. I didn't have many friends during that time, plus I was quiet, and didn't stick up for myself, so I was an easy target for bullying. This girl wasn't the worst bully out of her group, but she participated in verbally abusing me with them and encouraged her boyfriend at the time, also an asshole, to throw a football at my face several times. She also spread false rumors about me, including one where I sexually assaulted my crush, which was disproven by my crush herself and caused this girl to be suspended for a couple weeks. So my point is, she was a horrible person. Not as horrible as some other bullies in the same group, which I won't get into here, but still bad. Since then I've gotten on my feet a lot. I'm at university, have a good job and a lot of friends. The only thing going bad for me is my love life, and I'm a little embarrassed to say I've been a bit desperate as I've literally never had a girlfriend, which has been making me feel awful a lot lately. Yesterday, this girl, who I haven't seen in years, approached me at the supermarket because she recognized me from high school. She was nice enough, and her demeanor had changed a lot in the years since I last saw her. Then out of nowhere she apologized for the stuff she did to me back in school and asked me to forgive her. Because I was quite taken aback by her question, and because she was oddly desperate, I said not to worry about it. She seemed relieved and said thanks for understanding, and we talked a little about how things have been. I decided to get out of the conversation as soon as I found out though, because of how weird the whole situation was. Before I left, she decided to throw another curveball, gave me her number and asked me for coffee this weekend. The only thing I could tell her was I would think about it and call her if I was interested. So, I'm not sure what to do. She seemed genuinely sorry for what she had done, but I also don't know what she did could be swept under the rug so easily. Then again, that was back in high school. Also, she was genuinely interested in seeing me, which no other girl I've asked out has been. From an outside perspective, does this sound like a bad idea judging by all the awful bullying she did to me in the past? Or should I trust that she's changed, take a risk and see how going on the date goes? If you're 20, high school wasn't that long ago. Does she still hang out with those bad people? I'd be skeptical of her character. I personally wouldn't date someone like that. They accused you of sexual assault. That's a fairly big deal. It could have ruined your future. I would advise you against dating this person. I know people grow up and change, but what you just spoke about was fairly serious. If it was just the football thing, I'd probably say go for it, but the sexual assault thing is more alarming. At most I'd accept her apology. In the end, it's up to you though. In my opinion, there are thousands and thousands of women in the world that didn't bully you in high school, so why settle for one that did? If you are really desperate, you could give it a chance, but I think it would harm your self-esteem to push yourself to let that stuff go. I just feel like it would mess with my dignity, if it were me, or it'd lead to resentment down the road. If high school comes up, you'll always remember how she treated you. Just doesn't seem worth it. TBH, there's a high chance she'll accuse you or rape. Your story has a major red flag. I'm a woman. I provided for my ex-husband and boyfriend plenty in terms of emotional, financial, sexual. Now that I'm single, I'm looking for men who are more successful, and hopefully as educated as I am to meet my emotional needs and can support themselves financially. Your ex-bully is probably thinking you're easy prey. For the love of God, don't op. Well, people change from high school to adulthood. That said, it's a TRAAPP. Possibly. If you go, keep your head on a swivel, wear something waterproof, don't leave her Alanin with your drinks or you alone with hers, and don't go to a second location. Maybe even change locations last second to throw her off. People can grow and change, yeah, but honestly, I would not trust anyone who tried to accuse you of sexual assault. If she's grown up and changed, good for her. But imagine if you created a relationship, she got mad and decided to lie again? Life ruining. I would not risk it. You can find better, man. Just because you haven't found any interested girls yet doesn't mean you never will. Don't settle. You know what they say. Forgive but don't forget. I wouldn't bother wasting my time on her. Shamefully, I was also a bit of an asshole in high school, but falsely accusing someone of sexual assault. That shit is unforgivable. Bye bitch. Sounds like the alternate beginning to the new Carrie movie 2021. Kids do things in groups that they wouldn't necessarily have done if they were alone, i.e. peer pressure. I think you can give her the benefit of the doubt and let it go. She might be lonely just the way you are. Maybe her circle of friends have all moved out and she's alone. One coffee doesn't hurt. Meet up like it's no big deal and see if there's a friendship, or anything more, worth pursuing. Agree to meet her and stand her up. Accept the apology and forget the coffee. You are still living with the consequences of her truly dreadful actions, and so should she. Saying sorry is a decent gesture, but it doesn't erase the past. Loneliness is a beast for sure, but don't let it lead you into a potentially bad situation with someone who you know is capable of great cruelty towards you and that you can't even have a basic, starting out level of trust with. Keep working on yourself, growing your confidence and social contacts, and be patient. Someone without such a darkly tainted personal history will come along. Please run. I would be concerned regarding how manipulative she has been in the past and whether the apology is genuine. Also, it could be a setup. There's too many people in the world to date someone from MFIN high school, bro, let alone someone you didn't even like. Don T. Bro. The risks are way too high with this one. Accept her apology. That's it. Do not go out with her. You can forgive her, sure. But you have moved on from high school drama. Remember, always forward, never back. Don't let an once of kindness now erase everything she did to you. Everyone has a choice, absolutely everyone, and she chose to bully you in high school. You have evolved and she's most likely jealous of the amazing human you have become. Always forward, never back. No. Good that she apologized, but I wouldn't give her the time of the day when she already proved to me what kind of person she can be. Of course people changed, but she can prove she changed to someone else. Don't take the bait. It's high school, man. People grow up. But then again, be careful, as it can be a trap to suck you in and make fun of you again. So test the water and see how it goes with the date, etc. I heard make-up sex is awesome. Winking face. You don't need friends like this. Throw her number away. Someone that was that disturbed at a young age is bound to be even more mentally unbalanced now. Stay far, far away and never think about it again. You owe her nothing. Your instincts are telling you to run, for good reason. It's a trap. Dude, this chick accused you of rape in the past. That is a big deal and makes this a non-starter. It hasn't been that long since high school for you. Plus you are saying you don't have much luck with women and she pulls this shit. It's all pretty suspect. Stay clear. Crazy how you aged 2 years in 1 month, cough post history cough. Run the other way, up. Even if hypothetically she hadn't bullied you just a few years ago, would you really want to date someone who did those things? No good can come from inviting this chick into your life. Go get coffee with a decent girl who would never try to ruin someone's life for kicks. Enemies to lovers though eyes. Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Do not engage, likely she is setting you up for something unpleasant. I wouldn't trust her. Bullies never really change, they just moderate their outward behavior. Say no? This is an easy one. Unless you have low self-esteem and need some sort of validation. I just reread the last paragraph. It's the self-esteem you need to work on. It's not unusual for a 20-year-old to not have any dating experience, feel as though nobody is into them. You should not be desperate, and you should not go out with someone you aren't 100% sure you want to go out with. Gross. Tell her to blow. Personally, I wouldn't take her up on it. While it's possible she changed for the better, I wouldn't bet on it. This could be some act or scheme to just bring you down again. And honestly, I wouldn't want anything to do with her after she spread false rumors of sexual assault. That's just a line that shouldn't be crossed. And don't feel like you need to be in a rush to get a girlfriend. It will happen when it happens. Just do you, and you'll find someone eventually. There are so many better choices out there than the girl who used to bully you in high school. But no thanks is the right response here. You do not want to even spend time with someone that will lie about sexual assault. This could ruin your life. It's totally not worth it. Noting. Ask yourself if the apology would have happened at all if they didn't want to ask you out. Find some closure in them taking responsibility for their previous actions and move on with your life. Welp, it's pretty simple to me. Sure, people change, but if she ever accused you falsely of sexually assaulting someone, then no DIQK. That means don't date her op. Emo, you probably developed more due to age and she thinks you are more physically attractive now and just wants to fuck you. Could also fuck you over and say you raped her or sexually assaulted her later on. She literally did it before. No DIQK. Only go out with her if you're over the trauma of being bullied back then. If you can't look at her without being anxious and nervous, don't do it. But if you think you've grown out of that and can move on, then sure, go grab coffee. And #X200B. I've read stories here on Reddit just like this that ended up with a happy, healthy relationship. It's really up to you. Are you interested in her at all? I had a guy at school who was the biggest bully and arsehole ever. I saw him on a dating site 30 years later and sent him a message telling him how I hated him at school, dunno why, but drunk and thought fuck it, why not? Well, he replied and said that was a long time ago and people change, and maybe he was like that because he actually liked me. He turned out to be the nicest and we got on great. Had a casual relationship for months and I know he feels ashamed of his behavior. She could feel the same. People change and her actions in school could have come from peer pressure, wanting to look and act all hard, or even that she actually liked you then but had a dumb way of showing it. People can change or learn from their past behavior, especially those who were bullies. Although it's best to keep your guard up if you contact her because high school wasn't that long ago. For me, it's good she appears to be remorseful, but her deeds are something I couldn't see myself giving a pass at. Or to the point where I can associate with, let alone date that person. But you're different and perhaps she wants to make amends. You're young and have lots of time ahead of you for dating, so you don't have to focus on this girl. It's up to you if you feel you can look past this girl's behavior back then. A cup of coffee won't hurt. Just keep an open mind, especially for any red flags. You don't want to be victimized again by her. Nope. Don't waste your time. Just forgive and forget. No, don't get near this person. You said they spread rumors about you sexually assaulting someone. This is a trap. Tell her to fuck off and block on all levels. Maybe, but face it, you'll always remember what she did to you. Not a foundation for any long term if that's what you're thinking about. People can change but memories stay the same. Hump and dump. Once a psychopath, always a psychopath. Don't bother. I would give her a chance, but I'm also lonely and depressed as fuck, so. All of the obvious things aside, she sounds like an MLM hun trying to recruit you into her pyramid scheme. Run, don't walk. Stay single, man. Alone is better than shite company. No matter how much you're wanting to find someone, you can't settle for abuse, and the chances she will are wayyyy too high given her history. Your life, your choice, but man, I hope you don't. This could be a nefarious scheme on her part, op. I would not go anywhere near that person. She also spread false rumors about me, including one where I sexually assaulted my crush. Yeah, that's a really hard one to just let go, and I would think that she successfully burned any bridge in regards to friendship or a relationship. She apologized, and you accepted it. Personally, I would just leave it at that and decline her request to meet up. Let's be real. Everybody is riggeth and too shouldn't go out with her. But having sex with her will be a cathartic moment in your life, or even just the date will probably be the same. Don't start a relationship, of course. She probably didn't chance. But if she did, the baggage os too much. In conclusion, the adult thing to do is don't go out with her, but let's no pretend that it will be fun and empowering for you.